too close ki te hōtaka te pakinga o te ngutu. Haurua I te kotahi karaka te wā. A kai roto I te whare ko Tyla marino ki tōku nei taha, ko tāua tērā e paupau kōrero mō tētahi whakangahau ka tū I hei te praere e tū mai nei. Yes, e huama, where is Tyla, where is this whakangahau? Tell us.
Yeah, whānau, it's at Shots Bar here in Wanganui. Kicks off at 10 o'clock till late. There'll be door sales, $10 of the door charge. Yeah, so be there or... Yeah,
be square?
Be square, yeah.
So let's talk about you and your music, because you'll be doing a set. So tell us about your set, how you put that together, my bro.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks. Well, just a bit of put out a shout out to the bro, Shady is he knows who he is. So yeah, if you're listening, my bro, yeah, shout out to the bro. He helped me put the set together. It was pretty much a last minute thing. I think it was just last week, or if that. Yeah, they managed to get a set together.
Man.
Because the bro was asking, Carl was asking for a 30-minute set. And so I was like, I might have a 15-minute set. And the bro was like, if you can try to get a 30-minute set, hopefully. So yeah, the bro happened to come through. I had him up and he was all good to do it. And, yeah, just blew me away, just how you put it all together. So I just wanted to say big mihi to the bro.
Awesome. So you and I were talking earlier off the mic about the difference between a rapper and an MC. Now, this is the first time I've actually ever heard the difference.
Yeah.
So tell us the difference, my bro.
Well, it was something that I heard a while ago. I mean, that conversation sort of just popped out of nowhere, out of the blue, I guess, just as we were going with the flow. And yeah, I don't like to consider myself as a rapper now these days. Growing up, sort of, you follow these, you have these icons that you follow, and you don't know much back then, and you just want to be like them, gangster, rapper, / whatever. And so as the years developed, my lyrics matured, and so that whole image, I sort of, it was there, and it's kind of, I've kind of embraced that now, but at the same time, it's the kaupapa, rather than the image, and that's what I think the difference is today. I think we're sort of being colonised to think that we should aspire to, the whole that fantasy of if you're a rapper, you're gonna get
rich cars and all that, all the money and
all the wahine, but that that's not even the case. Like a lot of the rappers, like I think that philosophy actually came from was the thought was sparked through an Emcee known as KRS-One, and he was sort of like a pioneer in that time when sort of hip hop sort of came to the scene, and he mentioned about the difference about being an MC and a rapper. I think it was, don't quote me on it, that one is sort of like more about the, like you were saying, flash cars, the money and whatnot, and whereas an MC is basically about sort of almost like uplifting and enlightening people, about the struggle. Politics is a part of it, even though we try to ignore it. It's theirs and it has to be addressed. More of a purpose, more of a kaupapa. So like even me now, I'm still stuck in that 90s sort of zone,
Tupac and
Pac, but even people like Rakim, KRS, Big Daddy Kane and all these kind of people that sort of underground at the moment, and so a lot of their lyrics were about sort of, you know, what was going on at the time. And so yeah, I kind of look at it sort of like an ego thing, but that's just how it is in that industry. I mean, there's a part of me sort of kind of, I suppose, wishes that, you know, I could go back to being that gangster little rapper that I used to be, but you know, that was my intellect back then as to now. So yeah, I'd like to consider myself as an MC rather than a rapper, if there's any difference there. But kei te pai, mena, you know, e pirangi ana koe ki te, you know, mea mai atu e rapper koe, o te pai tonu te.
Kei a koe te tikanga, kei a koe te tikanga. I mean, so what inspires yourself? We talk about, and we're talking about inspire, we're talking empower, and you know, the kaupapa that you're driving. What inspires yourself? Well,
my faith, our faith has always been backed up, you know, through a divine connection. You know, the Most High Jah, Iho o ngā mana. You know, and he's been sort of, he's the foundation for everything, I believe. You know, so I've always, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God Almighty. So that's sort of who I pay homage to and give thanks and praises every day, because, you know, yeah, it's always been there. You know, they say whānau first, and yeah, it is whānau first, but you know, for me personally, it's God. God comes first, and from there everything is whakatika, you know, from God to whānau and all the way down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just how I see things. That's my perspective on things. So yeah, I'm thankful because yeah, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the man up there.
Cool. Nā runga I tērā, kua āhua tai tātou ki te mutunga o tēnei kōrero. He kupa whakamutunga ki te hunga e whakarongo mai ana. Any last words for our whānau who are tuned in? How can, actually, like you said, again, tell our people how we can get on the kaupapa, how we can, you know, be a part of Lion Squad Records.
Basically, anybody can be a part of it. It's pretty much based around, you know, musicians, artists, producers coming together as a collaborative. Then, you know, different styles, from different genres, different background, ethnicities, you know, to pretty much learn from each other, to help each other to achieve, you know, to achieve our goals. And it's more, you know, it's about the music, but it's bigger than that too. You know, whānau wise, I think, you know, having a strong whānau network, you know, good support backing there, you know, helps the wairua. You know, I just like to sort of like elaborate on that in regards to te whare tapawha. Yeah, just keeping the whole being, you know, keeping your whole being well, from physical, you know, a tinana, a hinengaro, a wairua, a whānau hoki. And yeah, so I try to keep my wairua, you know, clean every day. So if anything, any words of wisdom is to pretty much, you know, it's kei te pai. If you don't want to, if you're that person that people might look upon as someone that is might be boring or just out, you know, different to everybody else because they don't smoke, they don't drink, and you know, and whatnot. You know, always remember that you're a child of God, and that it's not what anybody else thinks, it's what, you know, God thinks, you know, at the time. So I've been going through a bit of a recovery mode. I thought I'd just put that out there. And so yeah, they say the best, my auntie used to always say the best high is the natural high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it's at. And so none of this would have been possible, you know, the music and everything that I've been doing from the last year or so. But yeah, it's been pretty quiet for the past 3 years now. So yeah, pretty much goes with my name, or my alias.
Your alias name, yes, Wise One. Wise Ones.
Well, more or less a fool, really, to be honest. Yeah, you know, they say you got to be, you know, be a bit of a fool at times to be wise. But yeah, the name came about pretty much about 12, 15 years ago, I think.
And that wasn't a long time ago.
Oh, it was a long time here to some.
It was a couple of years ago.
Just a couple. Yeah, the bro Dylan Paku, I met through my mate Paul, brother Paul, and yeah, he was like, oh, so you do a bit of hip hop, bit of music, and I was like, yeah, bro. Oh man, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So the next day we just happened to meet up, and we started collabing. And he goes to me, oh bro, do you have a stage name, a rap name? I was going, oh no, but I got this tag called Wise One. He's going, oh yeah, well that's your name, Wise One. So basically, Wise One was actually a tag that I used to see growing up in here in Wanganui, out of Moho. Can't remember whereabouts, but I don't even know if he's listening today. Sorry, my bro, you know, sorry for stealing it. But they say,
Kia ora mo te ingoa.
Kia ora mo te ingoa. So they say, oh, good artist copy and great artist steal. So yeah, but on that note, yeah, that's sort of how the name came about. And they say you sort of you don't come up with a name, somebody, you know, gives you a name.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much how the name came about. Yeah, Wise One.
Beautiful, beautiful. Nā runga i tērā ngā mihi nui ki a koe, ko whaiwa ki te kōrero mai ki au, ko hara mai ki roto i te whare, me o kōrero rangatira, kua rangatira nei i taku hōtaka. Tyla Marino Tera, aka Wise One, will be performing down there at Shots Bar on Friday. Ka huakina, ka tupera tatau, hei te Tekau Karaka?
Tekau Karaka,
Tekau Karaka into Te Ata. Nā reira, have a good night e Huama. Actually, my bro, how much are the tickets?
Yeah, the $10 door sales. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you there.
Yeah, see you there. Hey, if you're not doing anything e Huama, go down to Shots Bar, have a kani, have a inu, be safe about it. King ka pisi tēnei me tana waiata, screams from the old plantation. Ah, that sounds.
Awa FM.
Go tonu mai.